Mic sync. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Commander Radix. I run the Commander Radix YouTube channel, which you are visiting right now. And today I have a very important announcement to for my old subscribers who have been here the whole time, to any new people coming across the channel, because I know the topic of this video is something people look up often, so there might be new people stepping in here, but I have a big announcement to make. But yeah, my name is Commander Radix. I live over in North Carolina in the United States. I am what you call a hafu, which is a mix of Japanese and something else. I'm part white, part Japanese. I speak Japanese. I have a good understanding of Japanese culture. And but my big news today is I'm moving to Japan. I've sort of dropped messages across my most recent videos lately, but this is my formal announcement that I am moving to Japan. I just graduated college recently, and now it's time for me to go get a job and do stuff, and it just so happens I'm doing that in Japan. Living in Japan has been a dream for me since as long as I can remember. Certainly it was a dream all the way back in middle school, if not earlier than that. My grandmother was Japanese, and it was just really interesting, I think, to have someone in the family who didn't speak English as a first language and was your ancestor, and had this entirely different and fantastic or amazing, or what's the word? Because it's World War II. It's hard for me to say fantastic, but this fascinating life that she had, and it's just very in Japan. Ever since I was starting to form my own identity, was always a big part of my life, and now I am going to live there. I'm moving there in late July, so we still have a few months here in America, but only about 2 months, 1 month. The days keep going by way too fast. So I guess I can try to answer a few questions you guys might have about the whole me moving to Japan thing. How about this? Where specifically are you moving to Japan, Radix? I am actually moving to the area where my family comes from and where I still have family. It's an island called Okinawa, which is to the south of Japan. So I'm not actually going to be on the Japanese mainland, but I will be in Okinawa Prefecture. Okinawa is this island that has a massive amount of history crammed into it, despite it only taking like 2 hours to get from one side of the island to the other. So it's a small island, but jammed-packed with things to do, jammed-packed with history. I do a series on this channel called Primus Academy, where I talk about historical stuff, and I'm thinking of making Primus Academy videos there on the site of historical locations on Okinawa. Okinawa used to be an independent country until, depending on which dates you want to use, anywhere between the 1600s and 1800s, before it got taken over by Japan. After World War II, Okinawa was an American territory from about 1945 until ultimately Japan had to buy Okinawa back from the United States in the 70s. So Okinawa was an American territory for a long time. Even today, there is a lot of U.S. military bases on the island. And there's a lot of American influence on Okinawa since it was an American territory once upon a time. There's even a place called the American Village. So as someone who has a mixed heritage of American and Japanese/Okinawan, Okinawa should have a lot of things that are familiar to me. I probably will not have internet for the first period of time while I'm there. I'll try to get internet as soon as possible. I don't know how good my internet might be. I'm banking on it being worse quality internet than I have right here, which I have pretty good internet here. So if I have to go on a hiatus in like August, that would be why. So am I going to continue making YouTube videos? The plan is yes. Now I'm still getting details about my living situation, so again I don't know about the internet quality. I don't know if I'm going to be in an apartment that has like so thin walls that you can barely talk without people hearing you, and I certainly don't really want to do videos in an environment like that. But right now the plan is, if the stars align, that I do plan on continuing making videos, and I'll probably add some more vlogs to the channel, because I will live in a place where there are things to do. So I might vlog, or at least sightseeing stuff to see. Look up Okinawa on Google Images. It looks like a wallpaper. So there'll be more interesting places to be for video making. Okinawa is also a good place for traveling. It only takes 2 hours to get from one side of the island to the other. There are countless mini islands off the coast of Okinawa where that just look completely untouched by civilization that you can visit. You can see the Milky Way in the night sky sometimes. The water can be almost completely clear. But so there's a lot to do on Okinawa, but there's also an airport on Okinawa that can take me for about $50 on a round trip to Tokyo, and other really, really affordable prices to go to various other southern places in Japan. Also, Taipei and Seoul in Taiwan and South Korea are also much more accessible to me due to some cheap, relatively speaking, cheap flights. So when I get a lot of free time, I might be visiting Tokyo for a bit or someplace like that. So you might see some more vlogs from over there. And like I said, I have family in Okinawa. I speak Japanese. Navigating Japan and having connections, I already have a step up of most people who move to Japan. What am I going to bring with me? Well, I'm going to try to bring as much computer stuff as I can. I'm going to have to go down to one monitor because I can't take that monitor with me. But I'll try to take as many computer stuff as I can. I don't think I can take my Xbox One that's back there. I cannot take my entire Transformers collection. You guys who have been to this channel know that I have this huge Transformers collection in the backdrop. I cannot bring those. I can't bring my comic collection. That's just too much space. So that's all going to have to stay here. My history book collection, for the most part, is going to have to stay in America as well. I don't know if there's physically enough space to put the Soviet hat. I do not want to lose this Soviet hat, but maybe I'll have it mailed to me once I'm already there, but I don't think I can fit it in the luggage without it being squished, and I don't want to squish a historical artifact. All the posters are pretty much going to have to stay here. I'm going to be taking the Tokyo map and the Japan map that's above my computer. Can't take my bed. I have a really soft bed, guys, and I'm probably going to have to transition from a queen size super soft bed to a futon, to a bed on the floor that's not even a mattress. That won't be a fun transition. If you're moving to Japan, does that mean you're not going to be in contact with the Lazy Koalas? For those of you who don't know, the Lazy Koalas are a group of other channels I do work with. Sometimes, pretty much at the time of recording, Ultrox is the only other one that does uploads. But it's not like I actually met them IRL. All of our interactions have been online. It just will be trickier to find a time slot, but finding a time slot won't be impossible. Maybe it'll have to be divided up. Maybe not all of us can be there at one time, but we can certainly find at least some time slots where, the West Coast group and the East Coast group can meet up or talk online, and the West Coast group and the Japan group, which is me, talk online, and then East Coast and Japan. It's gonna have to be a whole like a three-way system. It helps that I don't really have a healthy sleeping schedule, so while I'm showing you some B-roll footage of Okinawa, I thought I'd make a few more points that I forgot to say while I was recording the video. First of all, it's funny because I'm going to Okinawa, but I know you guys know I've made it clear very many a time that I hate the heat, and I don't really like the beach. And Okinawa is like paradise on earth for people who like heat and love the beach, but I'm not really that kind of person. I do intend to get my, foundations, get my roots in Okinawa, but then I don't want to live in Okinawa permanently. Right now I'm thinking of maybe after 1 to 3 years moving up into sort of the Tokyo area, which is something that will be much more my cup of tea, ideally. I am really excited about this. Like I said, I wanted to move to Japan. Like, that's been in my mind since middle school. I'm excited to go to the same place where my grandmother came from and go to where I have family still today. I look forward to the whole fact that I'm part Japanese, but I'm also part Okinawan. That Japanese and Okinawan kind of overlap. I'm glad to be going to Okinawa specifically. I might not be on the mainland of Japan, but I have a very easy airline fee to just go over to Tokyo and other southern cities. And I get to spend time with the specific sectional culture that my family came from. Yeah, I am super hype. I know I seem tired right now. That's just because this is my second time attempting to record this video, and the first video I was like bouncing off the walls and I wasn't really making sense. So I decided to like tone it down for a re-record of this video. But needless to say, I am hyped. I don't think I've been so hyped for anything in my life for this. So in a few months, we'll still have videos coming out between now and the move to Japan. But in a few months, I'll see you guys in Japan. Make sure to subscribe so you can see all of that. But yeah, thanks for watching.